Top 10 Greatest Fighters in the History of MMA. The UFC celebrated its 25th anniversary in 2018, and across their history, thousands of different fighters have fought for the organization. Currently, over 600 fighters are a part of the roster, many of them considered to be the best MMA fighters of all time. The giveaway debate is fun, no matter which sport you're talking about. So for the sake of it, we decided to put together a list of the 10 best UFC fighters of all time, with a bunch of reasons why we believe so. Below you can check out a list of the best fighters in alphabetical order, and further below that, you'll find the evidence. In this video, we are going to show you the top 10 greatest fighters in the history of MMA. So before we start the video, please like and subscribe to our channel for future uploads. Let's start the video. Number 1. Conor McGregor. Conor Anthony McGregor is an Irish professional mixed martial artist. He is a former Ultimate Fighting Championship featherweight and lightweight double champion. He is the first UFC fighter to hold UFC championships in 2 weight classes simultaneously. Conor McGregor was delighted to learn that he is supposedly the most famous Irishman of all time. The UFC superstar rose to prominence a decade ago when he became a dual-weight Cage Warriors champion and was subsequently signed to MMA's premier promotion. Number 2. Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva still holds the record for the longest title reign in UFC history at a whopping 2,457 days, which is more than 6 years. In that time, he officially defended the middleweight title 10 times, and it would have been 11 had Travis Lutter not missed weight. In most of those defenses, he stopped his opponent, including the classic front kick KO against Vitor Belfort and the last-minute triangle armbar versus Chael Sonnen. Silva also boasts wins at light heavyweight. The Spider often made his wins look easy, often to a fault, like when he toyed with Demian Maia instead of finishing him. Number 3. Kamaru Usman. Usman currently competes in the welterweight division of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, where he is the current champion. He was also the Ultimate Fighter 21 tournament winner. Kamaru Usman is a Nigerian and American professional mixed martial artist, former freestyle wrestler, and retired folk-style wrestler. As of September 27, 2021, he is number 1 in the UFC men's pound-for-pound rankings. Number 4. Daniel Cormier. A former UFC light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. Cormier is the great fighter in UFC history to hold titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously and is the first to defend titles in 2 divisions. Daniel Ryan Cormier is an American former professional mixed martial artist, amateur wrestler, and current commentator for the UFC. Number 5. Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo da Silva Oliveira Jr., commonly anglicized as Jose Aldo, is a retired Brazilian professional mixed martial artist. He last competed in the Ultimate Fighting Championship in the bantamweight division after previously competing at featherweight, and was the 4th and final WEC featherweight champion. Aldo is currently competing in the bantamweight division. He also competed at featherweight and was the 4th and final WEC featherweight champion. He became the first UFC featherweight champion following the UFC/WEC merger. Aldo is widely considered as one of the best mixed martial artists of all time and as the greatest featherweight ever. He is the best fighter of MMA. Number 6. Dan Henderson. Daniel Jeffrey Henderson is an American retired mixed martial artist and Olympic wrestler who last competed as a middleweight in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Becoming a champion in multiple weight classes has become the trend in the last few years, and there's obviously incredible value in it because all of those that have done it in the UFC appear on this list: Couture, McGregor, St Pierre, Cormier, Nunes, and Cejudo. Though he never won a title in the UFC, Dan Henderson proved that he could go with the best of them in heavyweight, light heavyweight, and middleweight, and he's easily one of the best UFC fighters to never have gold wrapped around his waist. He was also the first to ever finish feeder with strikes. Number 7. Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson is an American mixed martial artist. He currently competes in ONE Championship, where he is the current ONE flyweight champion. He is the inaugural and former UFC flyweight champion. As previously mentioned, there is great value in winning a world title in 2 different weight divisions, especially if you defend the title in both divisions. But there is something to be said for staying at the top of one division for years and years, and there might be no better example of that than Demetrius Johnson. Number 8. Georges St Pierre. Ask a bunch of fighters and fight fans who the greatest fighter of all time is, and the answer you'll get most commonly is probably Georges St Pierre. GSP officially defended the UFC's welterweight championship 9 times, but more than numbers, he beat the best of his generation, including DJ Penn and Matt Hughes, who both appear on this list. GSP lost twice in his career, once to Hughes and once to Matt Serra, but he later avenged both losses dominantly, proving to be the best 170 pounds fighter of all time. After 4 years out of the sport, he came back at 185 ULBs to choke out Michael Bisping to the middleweight championship too, looking good as ever. Number 9. Kabab Nurmagomedov. There is a question in MMA about whether there is more value in being good at every aspect of MMA or being a specialist in one area. Current lightweight champion Kabab Nurmagomedov makes an excellent case for the latter. There is something to be said for the fact that fighters go into bouts with him knowing what his game plan is and can still do nothing to stop his wrestling. With wins over Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, RDA, and Justin Gaethje, he continues to be the best lightweight right now and is well on his path to being the best lightweight of all time, doing so seemingly effortlessly. He is also the only fighter here without a loss on his record. Will he return for a 30th fight, or will he stay retired following his finish over Gaethje? Number 10. Randy Couture. Randy Couture first won the UFC heavyweight title in December of 1997, but he later vacated in. Then, in November of 2000, he beat the late Kevin Randleman to win it back before losing it to Josh Barnett. Already achieving more success than most MMA fighters do, he moved down to 205 ULBs and captured gold there, becoming the first fighter ever to win UFC titles in more than one weight division. Just for this, Randy Couture is a legend in the sport and one of the best of all time. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching, and see you next time.